So I'm going to be doing a review of B.o.B's latest project, Psycadelik Thoughtz. It's pretty much an EP, which is a shorter version of an album. It's 11-ish tracks or whatever. There's only one song that's like a interlude, and that is Violence, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't want to say violent and then it's really violent. Let me check. Yeah. And I'm not just saying that because the song is short. I'm saying it because if you actually listen to the song or whatever, it's very interlude-like or whatever. It's not really a full song or whatever. So, yeah. This EP project is what I think that B.o.B was going to say was his rock EP. Because if you remember, about 1 to 2 years ago, he said that he would release a rock EP before his album actually came out. And this is obviously before his album is coming out or whatever. But it's not a rock EP. I feel like it's more of a no genre project. Not to say that it was supposed to be, but I feel like it's in place of what that was going to be for the fans. So yeah, is there anything else I want to add? Oh yeah. If you see me like looking off or anything like that, or I'm like looking like really weirdly or whatever, it's because I'm actually looking at what I wrote for the actual review, because a lot of times when I go off the top of my head, it's great and everything, but they're missing points that I really want to talk about. And since, I really care for music and I'm passionate about it, I don't want to miss anything that I feel like I want to say about a particular song or project or whatever. So I actually did write down my thoughts so I wouldn't miss anything or whatever. So I will be kind of like reading off of my computer screen because that's where I typed it out at. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoys my review, and yeah, I'm gonna get to the review. So
Psychedelic comes from the psychedelic trees, and I think it's rubbing off on me. I think it's rubbing off on me. Imagine modern day civilization as we know it just collapsing. Television screens and news reports just serve as a distraction. Propaganda got our minds so flooded that we just paddling, damn near drowning for air. We keep gasping for breath.
Okay. So, the first track of the project, hope I don't say album because I might say it by mistake, but anyway, the first track of the project is called Psycadelik Thoughtz, which is the title track, obviously. This title track of the EP is like my fave song of the EP, like I really love it. My friend Lyric actually told me that it samples a song by Britney Spears called Out of This World. I'm not really sure what does that belong on. He said that it was like probably on the her Blackout album, but when I looked, I didn't see it there, so I'm not sure if it's an unreleased track or whatever, but I'm not trying to be perfect with my references anyway. But yeah, like I love the song. Like he does this really high harmony part on the song or whatever. I can't remember what the lyrics was, but it's just I love that part. Like I think that's the most catchiest part of the song. Like I love it. Anyway, what else do I want to say about it? Like I said, it does sample the Out of This World song by Britney Spears or whatever, but it's not a complete sample of like the whole production or whatever. Well, no, whatever. It's just like, obviously a little sample or whatever, but it's very a unique take on that production and what he did with it. I don't know. It's just great. Like I said, I really love the high harmony on the track. He does his part or whatever. I can't sing, so I'm not gonna try to. And that really draws you into the song. It's very catchy. In the song, he raps that some people really aren't his friends. And this is part of the rap. He says, "We was never cool. You ain't my dog, homie. Don't reach." This song is so cool because it has pop elements to it, but it still has a hip hop bass to it. So I feel like anybody can get into it. Towards the end of the song, he really does go in with his bars. He talks about modern day society, collapsing, distractions from the media, propaganda, going after your dreams, oppression, etc. The song is truly uplifting. It's a truly uplifting song that you can listen to any time of the day and get something good out of it. You can chill and listen to it, or you can truly dance around your room or house in an uplifting groove. I love this song. I was actually working out to it yesterday or whatever. Like I can just listen to it all day. It's like one of those songs like So Good or Nothing on You. It's just a really good, feel good song, and it's just very entrancing. So yeah, I really love the song. It's like one of my favorite tracks of the EP or the project, you can say. So yeah, that's how I feel about that song.
Born prodigy, no apologies, fuck a policy, fuck around and make a monster out of me. A monster gotta eat, coming for the weak, run to your mama.
Let's have a moment of silence for anyone that thinks that I could give two fucks.
The second song of the EP is called Violence. And like I said before, it's pretty much like an interlude or whatever. Basically this song is like a zero fucks type given type song, K. Michelle or whatever, and her whole zero fucks given movement or whatever. She actually had a mixtape about that, whatever. But you know how B.o.B is. He really doesn't really give a shit about too much. He's very chill and everything like that. So this is pretty much that kind of song or whatever. It's kind of funny though because B.o.B is like kind of cool. I mean, both of them cool on track, but you know B.o.B is kind of cool or whatever like that. And then you have like the Caucasian dude coming in, he's singing on the track, and he sings, "Let's have a moment of silence for anyone that thinks I could give two fucks." It's just so funny to me. And then it has like this. Don't shoot me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that or whatever, but or be offensive or whatever, but I think it has like some Arabic yawning on it or whatever. I don't know. It's some kind of, obviously, you know, not American yawning on the track or whatever. I don't know. It's very entrancing. I really love it. And the feel and the lyrics of this song reminds me of Beast Mode on his critically acclaimed mixtape No Genre. It's not like Beast Mode in the sense of, because Beast Mode is kind of, I don't want to say it's a high tempo, but it's very like aggressive, like in your face, like just like through the whole thing or whatever. But like I said, the feeling and the lyrics of it definitely reminds me of Beast Mode or whatever. And once B.o.B starts rapping and everything like that, then it picks up the tempo. So yeah, that's what I think about the song. I like this song. I think it's a nice little interlude type track or whatever, and it definitely is like personifies B.o.B and like how he feels about things or whatever. Yeah, so that's how I feel about the song.
She told me keep my head high, cause now it's my time. And if I lose sight, just use my third eye. That Confucius, you know what you're doing, and I can get you out of my head.
The third song on the project is called Confucius. I hope I said that right. Yeah, anyway. Part of the production of this song and the feel reminds me of Satellite off his debut album, B.o.B Presents the Adventures of Bobby Ray. Mixed with the lyricism and the concept and message behind So Cool off of his sophomore album, Strange Clouds, because it's kind of like it's like a lovey appreciation of like a beautiful woman, a woman that you're in love with, kind of song and everything like that or whatever. The song to me makes me think of like being drunk in love, but in B.o.B's case, he's high and he's thinking of love, like all the thoughts like slurring through his head or whatever like that. Like I said, slurring over words, doing things he wouldn't think he would ever do, like he's finally found the one. It's like he's trapped in his head and he's running through the symbolic images and scenes of his love and the relationship he's currently in, admiring his woman and everything about her that entices him in a trance of their love. So yeah, that's how I feel about the song. That's kind of the mindset it puts me in or whatever. It's just a very nice, beautiful, in love type song, whatever. A couple of his, well, pretty much every song on, you know, the project or whatever that's lovey-dovey reminds me of like Nothing on You and, you know, So Good or whatever. It's that kind of feel or whatever, which I feel like this project is, he said to himself, like, you know, for the hardcore B.o.B fans or whatever, you know, Bobby Ray fans that was, you know, with him from the beginning, that knew his sound from the beginning. So yeah, I love this song like a lot, like, which I love every song on that project. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's what my take is on the song and everything like that.
Ooh, what you doing now? I love how you move it there. Looking mighty good, yeah. Nothing to it but to do it, yeah. Don't care, we don't care at all. No, we don't care at all.
The fourth song on the project is called Back and Forth, and this song reminds me of songs like Nothing on You featuring Bruno Mars off of his debut album B.o.B Presents the Adventures of Bobby Ray, as well as songs like Not for Long featuring Trey Songz, which was his last single for, I'm guessing that's gonna be this project. I don't know, he may scrap it or not, I don't know. Also like Fool for Love off of his mixtape May 25th. This definitely reminds me of the stuff from his debut album Strange Clouds and the May 25th mixtape or whatever, and the No Genre mixtape, which was the first one, not the second one. It's a beautiful song. Basically, he wrote a love song for his love, and he took out, I feel like in my mind, this is because I always visualize all the songs or whatever. He took out his girl on a beautiful day out to surprise her, and like in the middle of the street or in a park somewhere, whatever, he just kind of like broke out into song while people were just passing by, whatever. You know, he gets down on his knees, and he starts singing and playing the song with his guitar and whatnot. And you know, that's pretty much what the song gives me. It's like a love song. You know, it's just a very nice love song. Just being, I don't want to say crazy in love, but then, you know, like that young love or whatever, like, you know, just not caring or whatever like that, which I kind of feel like that's the kind of feel that he is right now with 7th Street. I feel like they have that kind of love. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. Like, it's not him trying to be too calculated with it, like, you know, being all Instagram and not showing certain pictures or whatever, trying to hide his love. He doesn't care because it is what it is. So that's pretty much what this song gives me, and I really love this song. This is, I believe, the first single from the project because this was the one that was available when he first said that, the project was able to be pre-ordered. So yeah, so that's how I feel about that song.
Yes, there was something about her. She couldn't find her purpose. Something about her. Tell me, Jane, why you can't look at the brighter things? You think that you so plain. You hate your body and you want to exchange.
The next song on the project is Plain Jane. That's the 5th song on the project, and pretty much this song reminds me of songs like John Doe off of his last album, Underground Luxury, that featured the likes of his boo, Sevyn Streeter, and the original vocalist Priscilla Renee. It also reminds me of songs like Mascara off of Jasmine Sullivan's current album Reality Show. It's about a girl that's just not okay with being beautiful as the plain Jane that she is. She strives for perfection, to be perfect, outside of what she already is and what she has to offer. She gets plastic surgery because she's not happy with herself. She's ashamed of herself, even down to her name. She's not happy with anything, her life, her look, her name, her body, all of it. This is a great song because it tells the story of a lot of women and young girls in society that aren't happy with who they are and are always out to alter themselves to appear to be a better version of themselves, when in reality, they were already perfect the way that they are, striving for society's ideal best version of themselves. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of Bruno Mars' song "Just the Way You Are" or whatever, because it's like he's doing it like a light version of it, but B.o.B is really going in depth. Like, you're perfect just the way you are. You don't need to, change yourself, outside of the plain Jane that you are to be, perfect or beautiful or anything like that. So yeah, I really enjoy this song because it's a very deep song. I love songs with depth or whatever, but you can also, rock with them. So yeah, this is a great song.
Wanna know what time it is. Through an hourglass, these are the days of our lives. Type of girl you try to make her your wife. Got a trophy. I don't play for the league, but she can get that recreational D. Okay. That sweet sensation. Ooh, ain't that wrong with the temptation.
The 6th track is called Hourglass, and if you ever see my cat come, it's because my cat is in the room because she's sitting right here, like on my desk. But yeah, Hourglass, the production of this song reminds me of Kanye West's Stronger, which sampled Daft Punk's Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. This is another love song, but it's more of a mid-tempo than like a super slow jam or whatever. The song can be summed up in the verses where he raps. Put it on me like staring through an hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Type of girl you try to make your wife. The song is a duality / double entendre of various metaphors and similes of his girl's body being representative of the shape of an hourglass and how strong and long their love is as long as the time in an hourglass. The love being the strong love of reminiscent time and memory symbolic of time in an hourglass. It's a great love song between appreciation of a woman's outer beauty as well as her inside beauty. So yeah, this song reminds me of like Nothing on You. Like pretty much all of the love songs on this project, I don't want to say album, reminds me of like Nothing on You. It's very like appreciative of the girl's body. Not in a bad way, but just appreciative of a woman from her inner beauty to her outside beauty and everything like that. And just really just showing, strong love for the woman, not like calling her a hoe or anything like that. Just being really appreciative of, the woman's beauty, her soul and everything. So yeah, I love this song as well. Not one of my favorites necessarily, but I still love the song. It's a great song. So yeah.
If I were to be honest and bold, would I be a hero? Cause if you could see the colors that glow inside my soul, if I were to bleed, my blood would flow, a violent vibrato.
Okay, 7th track, the 7th. The 7th track is called Violent Vibrato. Because I always say that wrong. I say like either vibrato or vibrato. But I think he pronounced it vibrato. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. But anyway, the song is very acoustic. It's very bare and it's a tender song. It reminds me of Letters to Vietnam off of his debut album, B.o.B Presents The Adventures of Bobby Ray, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically B.o.B's voice in the melodies and the symphony of the beat carried behind his voice. B.o.B sings describing his love metaphorically in the lyrics.
If you could see the colors that glow inside my soul, if I were to bleed, my blood would flow a violent vibrato. In the song, he also questions the authenticity of his love, questioning if the love is too good to be true, like a dream, where he sings, I wonder if we are living a show. So tell me, I gotta know, if I were to be honest and bold, would I be a hero? As the song progresses around the 4-minute mark, the song really picks up from the production to the strength and intensity of his vocals. Specifically at around 4 minutes and 7 seconds, the song literally has a breakdown like electric guitar and a rock breakdown or whatever. And it reminds us when B.o.B said that he would be releasing a rock EP about a year to 2 years ago. He said that he would release a rock EP before his next album would come out or whatever. So he didn't do that because this is not a rock EP or whatever. But this sound reminds me of him being so into rock and he would release a rock project or whatever. So yeah, I really love this song. It's a great song. I just love his love songs or whatever because he's such a very versatile and a very artist is not boxed in or whatever. He doesn't, care about, singing about his emotions or being a rapper that also sings. You know how they be going in on Drake or whatever for singing, songs and being emotional and stuff like that. So yeah, I really love this song.
Roll a whole tree, this shit is so big. I got the whole world wishing for the old me, and I don't say shit, even if they owe me. All I remember is what my mama told me. My mama told me. Unsuccessful people talk the most shit, that's just what they do. Niggas always talking cause it's so cheap.
The 8th track is Up, and pretty much this is kind of like where he left off on the song, the 2nd track of the album. Why I say album? I meant not to say that. The 2nd track of the project or / EP, Violence. This is another hater targeted song. It reminds me of B.o.B's song off of his last album, off of his sophomore album, Strange Clouds, which was entitled B.o.B versus Bobby Ray, Where Are You Now? I say this because in the sense that he addresses the critics on that track or whatever, and he does it in his song too, because I know he mentions, people are questioning about the old him. It's very introspective of his thoughts about the criticism he receives. This also reminds me of something that may have been put on his mixtape Fucking We Bought. I know it sounds funny when I say that, right? And or his mixtape Epic, which is E.P.I.C. That's how it's written or whatever. Just the sound and the concept of these mixtapes makes me feel that way. Basically, he sings and talks about the truth behind the criticism he receives. He's not a square, nor is his team. They don't fit. So basically, you can fuck off, and they can't fuck with you. Other notable lines is, he says the N-word. I don't like saying that word. Always talk because it's so cheap. Other notable lines are, I got the whole world wishing for the old me. All I remember is what my mama told me. Unsuccessful people talk the most shit. That's just what they do. This is, this is more of a sit back and chill and listen type song or whatever. It's not a turn up song. It's not up tempo, but it's basically like hearing an open diary of his thoughts. So this is how I feel about that song. I don't want to say I like it again, but yeah, that's like what the song is about or whatever. Because you can already hear what the song is. I don't really have to describe like the genre, and he's no genre in his movement, so I'm not even gonna do that. So yeah.
All dressed up and nowhere to be, like beating drums. Your heart never sleeps. We've been dancing all night, dancing machine from the club to the floor of your limousine. Love all your nuances. I love all your nuances. Forgive me if I'm too honest, girl. That booty humongous, baby. You must do lunges. Too dope, you're too chronic. You keep it 200, 2-piece. That's 2 freaks. That's 2 J's and 2 times.
The 9th track of this project, I'm gonna just say EP. It's called. I'm probably gonna say this wrong, cause it's kind of like Cyborg, Joburg, which sounds bad, but it's Joburg. Anyway, this song reminds me of material on his sophomore album Strange Clouds as well. The beat and the rhythm reminds me of What Are We Doing off of B.o.B's I think it's that Strange Clouds, the Target bonus edition, which is the one that I got, as well as the vibe and the sound of For Love and Cool Side on his May 25th mixtape. The lyrics of this song are very similar in the message and delivery of Not For Long, featuring Trey Songz on, I guess that may be on this album. He may scrap it, I don't know. In this song, he basically raps his full appreciation of every aspect and level of greatness of this woman. In the lyrics, I think he raps this part. Grow that booty humongous, you must do lunges. You're too dope to chronic. And also this verse, you're all dressed up and nowhere to be. Like beating drums, your heart never sleeps. We've been dancing all night, dancing machine. From the club to the flow to your limousine. A beautiful mid-tempo of his appreciation of his special lady. His special lady, definitely no genre worthy. So yeah, pretty much. I mean, throughout this whole project, you can tell that he's in a different state in his mindset. He's pretty much in love with Sevyn Streeter, and it shows through his songs and his appreciation of women that he talks about on his project. So yes, like quite the few love songs, but throughout his career, he's made a lot of love songs. Nothing on You. The songs I just mentioned, Not For Long, Cool Side, yeah, a lot of songs. So yeah, I like this song, I really do. So yeah.
Calculated cowards taking calculated risks. This the art of making music or the art of faking shit? This the truth. I get it, boys, the blues, this is proof. But it's nothing they can tell me. It's nothing they can do to take my touch away, take my love away. I play to win. Backstage, first we say the prayer, then we say amen.
The 10th track of this project is, well, technically it is another feature. Violence has somebody on it, but it just doesn't have it in the title. But it's his official feature on the project, and that's with Sevyn Streeter, his boo. The name of the song is entitled Love Life. Everything about this song is like so fitting and cohesive. It's kind of like, I don't want to say genres or whatever, but it's kind of like country-ish or whatever. Okay, let me not get into that, but yeah, I love the way that Sevyn does her vocals on this song. Like, it's so very fitting, and the way that B.o.B does his flow on this song or whatever, because B.o.B is like a very versatile artist, like not just as far as like the genres that he goes into or whatever, but the way that he can kind of like change his flow to like fit a certain song or whatever. That he has a very animated flow. He reminds me of like Ludacris or Nicki Minaj. That's why it was such a good fit for him to be on that song on Strange Clouds, Out of My Mind, because him and Nicki Minaj are very animated, theatrical like rappers, which is really cool. So yeah, the message of the song is very reminiscent in a concept and a message behind Ariana Grande featuring Big Sean's Best Mistake. Ariana's We Found Love, because pretty much it's like a song about like going through trials and tribulations of like a relationship, loving the pain regardless. You still want the person no matter what the pain you go through or whatever. Like you kind of like enticed by that pain or whatever, which could be perfectly represented in the verse. This is craziness, addicted to the pain of love and hate relationship. That's what B.o.B raps. The song can be defined or summarized in the phrases crazy in love and dangerously in love. This song, I feel, can touch anyone that has truly been deep in love with someone, soulmate type love, and I truly see that for B.o.B and Sevyn. Listen to their interviews lately with B.o.B and Sevyn. It's like they're really soulmates. Like you can tell, like they're both like, they don't really take life too seriously. They're both like pretty funny and pretty open. I think Sevyn is a little bit more open than B.o.B or whatever. And they're just very comical and just entertaining, just very warm and humble spirits, and they're really like very versatile and very artists that are really into the art. They're not just about like putting out records that just trying to sell for a hit single or whatever. They really are about getting deep and touch into the art and how they feel and their emotions and everything like that. Like they're really true artists or whatever. So you could tell that they're like deeply in love or whatever, and they're really meant for each other, which is perfectly expressed in this song Love Life. So yeah,
we are the have-nots who never had nothing, but learn to make something out of never having nothing at all. And you could have it all and feel you never need nothing, but he who loves nothing will never have nothing at all. And you could be a superstar but still feel like an outlaw. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The last song of the project is Have Nots. This is the perfect way to end the project. It's kind of a like what is that saying? Certainly not. Well, it is last, but the point of the matter is that this song is not random. You know, a lot of artists put like random songs at the end of their projects, their albums, EPs, whatever, and then it kind of leaves it open ended and everything like that or whatever. You know, they don't really think about the conceptualization or I forgot like the flow. It's another word, sequencing of the album or projects or whatever. But this song actually does leave the album off. You know, project off in a conclusion or whatever. It doesn't just leave it open-ended or whatever. So it's definitely a concluding type song. This song reminds me of songs like One Day off of B.o.B's last album, which was Underground Luxury, as well as Don't Let Me Fall off of his debut album, B.o.B Presents the Adventures of Bobby Ray. This is a fighter type song. It's like a rise above expectations, dust yourself off and try again, break through all obstacles. It's a type of motivating, inspirational type song. In the song, he says, "We are the have-nots who never had nothing, but learn to make something out of never having nothing at all." It also talks in the song about the importance of the simple things, saying things like, you know, money, fame, and popularity aren't everything. It's really about life and about the, I would say, sentimental things in life or whatever, like, you know, loving people and being there for people and just experiencing, you know, things that make you happy, but not like material things or whatever like that, not being superficial. And he kind of represents this in this next verse. He says, "You could be a superstar but still feel like an outlaw, and never need nothing at all but still have an empty heart." You know, that's to say that, you know, those materialistic things cannot fill the void in your heart or whatever. It cannot replace the fact that you don't have certain relationships with people. You don't, you know, you're not really looking at life for the whole picture or whatever. You're not really living life or whatever. You're just buying materialistic things to build up a life that you are not getting or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of superstars who passed away. I think it was Robin Williams or whatever, who suffered from, you know, depression or whatever. And you never know, you know, what somebody is going through just because it seems like they have everything at all. You know, you look at the materials of things or whatever. They could be missing certain things in their life. And I'm not saying that's what he was missing or whatever, but the point of the matter is that, you know, you can have a lot of things or whatever and still be pretty empty and be left pretty empty. He even gives you a direct look into the struggle of his upbringing, where he raps about his childhood with his sister and his mother, which is representative in the song One Day, like I said, off of his last album, Underground Luxury. He also has another song too, and I think it's called, I think it's something like How to Rap or whatever, and he also talks about, you know, the struggle of his upbringing. He says something like, that's why they call it hood, because we didn't have any neighbors, something like that. And to end off with a quote from the song, "And you can have it all and feel you never need nothing, but he who loves nothing will never have nothing at all." So yeah, it's a great song. It's very I don't know if I want to say introspective because I think I already said that. It's very deep. It has a purpose, it has a meaning or whatever like that, you know. It's just a great song. Like, the whole project in general just has something that can, you know, you can gravitate towards, whether you're, you know, in a relationship or whatever, or you just anything and everything about the album, like the songs, you know, the production, the vocals, you know, just the lyrics or whatever like that. It's just a great project. It's not just some kind of random, like, let me just throw something out here just to satisfy my fans or whatever. Like, he really thought about this project and how his fans would really enjoy it, you know, with the different, you know, things that he did with the project, from the vocals to, you know, the sounds and the productions or whatever, to the lyrics, because this project is very lyrical. It's not like super lyrical, like the way he does it or whatever. He can still kind of catch you or whatever like that, and like a fun type thing or whatever, but it definitely has a lot of lyrical depth to it. So yes, I really enjoyed this song, and I think it's a great way to end the project. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this project, Psycadelik Thoughtz. I love it. I've been listening to the title track, Psycadelik Thoughtz, like every day. Like, I work out to that. I just listen to it. Like, I just love how he does that high harmony on that track or whatever. The project itself is, it's a great project. It's, it has a lot of lyrical content to it. Like I said, like, it just has everything to it. Like, I just feel like anybody could relate to, you know, any of the songs on this project. And it's great that, I mean, I'm not throwing shade at Sevyn, because she did have, what did you call it, interludes between the songs on her project, her EP. Should have been there volume 1 or whatever, which is not a bad thing or whatever. But the good thing is, since he hasn't released the project in, like, I think maybe 2 years, it's going on 2 years in like December or whatever, it's great that this project had 11 full songs on it, except for Violence, which is a shorter song. It's like 2 minutes and 33 seconds. So I love the project. I'm not answering the phone right now. I love the project, and it's just a great project. It's like I kind of feel like it's like a interlude between No Genre, because it reminds me of No Genre a lot because there's so many different sounds on the project or whatever. No Genre, I feel like, is the best of all of his work put together, like all the different sounds that he's made throughout his whole career. I feel like it's on the collection of his No Genre mixtape. So I didn't really like the second one. I really liked the first one the best or whatever, but you know, it reminds me of the full sound of B.o.B and what he has to offer as an artist. So it's like, it's also for the long-term fans or whatever that's been with him since the beginning, since songs like Generation Lost, and I feel like he had a song called Cloud9, but I could be wrong or whatever. But also, if you're not a fan of his and you would like to know what kind of artist he is, you can actually buy this project, this mini album EP called Psycadelik Thoughtz on, I know I got it on iTunes, but I'm pretty sure it's probably available now on Google Play Music and Amazon Music, and really get a sense of who B.o.B as an artist or whatever. And you know, obviously, if you love this project, you would buy his next album. So I kind of feel like it's a great project to put out there because it really lets people know like who truly is B.o.B. You know, he's not a limited artist or whatever. He is a very diverse and very versatile artist. So yeah, because you know how I said artist or whatever, I didn't say like rapper or whatever like that, because B.o.B to me is more than a rapper. He, you know, sings, he plays lots of instruments or whatever like that. You know, he has a lot of lyrical content or whatever. He's an artist. I wouldn't say he's a hip hop artist or a rap artist. I would just say he's an artist in general. He's actually one of my favorite artists, male artists, that's come out in like the last 15 years or so or whatever like that, because there's not really a lot of men that are very conceptual and that have, you know, songs that's just outside of just, you know, effing some girl or something like that, or you know, dancing in a club or something like that, you know, just something, just nothing. He's very broad with the things he talks about. So yeah, so I definitely give this project a 5 out of 5. I love it. I'm not gonna say I wasn't expecting to love it, but yes, I definitely love this project, and I recommend any and everybody to pick up this project. Longtime fans and people who don't know B.o.B, this is a perfect project to pick up on the time frame that we'll be waiting for his next project. So yeah. Also, hope you enjoy my review.
Getting all this work, and still you wanna go and act up.
Sounds like it's B.o.B that's actually responding to her, and she asked, you know, if you cheat, how many chances do you think that the man deserves? And B.o.B is pretty much like infinite. Actually, he does.